What the fuck? Anyway, shit, I'll start over. Um, anyway, the finals of the Olympia are tonight, and my prediction, I think, will come true. Phil will get number 7. Ramy, I think, probably he'll get there, but not this year. And there's so many other athletes on that stage that are so underrated, and they don't get half of the props they deserve. And Lionel Buckley, there's guys up there that are fucking in amazing shape and condition, and just because they're not so well known on social media or whatever, but whatever, it's a business like everything else. I was watching Iron Debate a couple days ago, after about a week or two after Jay was on Iron Debate with Palumbo and a few other guys talking about should there be drug testing, IFBB, like there is in other bodybuilding organizations, and my answer, of course, is a resounding fuck no, because PEDs are what pro bodybuilding, they're part of it. They're part of the game. Okay. That being said, just like Jay said, it's up to the athlete to keep himself healthy. Okay. Now, I've ventured off from where I originally started with these videos, from my comeback in bodybuilding, because I had semi-retired, because the gym that I liked where I am right now closed, and there's not a whole lot of choices. So 39 years old, I figured, all right, cool, I've had 25 years of this, maybe we'll do some other shit. But bodybuilding is something that gets in your blood. If you're one of those guys, and a lot of people say, oh, you guys don't have fucking enough self-esteem or whatever, you gotta be 300 pounds. Well, look, I'm only 250 right now, mid-2s right now. It's not about that. It's about a lot of us have a body dysmorphia disorder where even when my arms are 23 inches, I feel small. And fuck, my arms are only like 19 and a half inches right now. But anyway, I was going to do this series only as a comeback. And then I realized that there's so many people who are so much more well known than I am doing, stuff like that I thought, you know what? Let me do my shit on not only my bodybuilding comeback, talking about, my steroid use, what I'm going to use, how I like pro hormones for the first couple of months before I jump into cycles. And that's because throughout my lifetime, my body has responded to pro hormones fucking amazingly. I've only ever used them for a couple months at a time, so I don't know if maybe the effectiveness would slow down, but I usually jump into regular cycles after that anyway. And yes, I'll tell you what I use, I'll tell you how much I use when it comes to my first cycle. Tren obviously is a part of every cycle for me, but I never get tren cough or anything, so I can do that. But I'll be doing enanthate tren, little bit of deca, and I'll start off with B-ball, and then I'll switch to Anadrol And 6 weeks through, I'll also switch to probably a cypionate or a propionate rather than an enanthate for the test. But other than that, it'll probably stay the same. And my growth hormone will range anywhere between 6 to 10 IUs a day, depending. And if I can find, which I doubt I can, even though I have the money, is IFG1. And the reason I say if I can find that, because a lot of people advertise it, but it's fake, it's bullshit. Okay? And there's no point in spending thousands of dollars on fake shit. So, anyway, for story time, since I'm like halfway through the walk, I thought I'd talk a little bit about people and their perception of others. Okay, I'm the type of person who, like anyone else, I look at somebody, first impressions, obviously everybody gets them, and, you know, that is what it is, but, God, I could only get sun if I walk backwards here, huh? Anyway, first impressions of people, to me, I like to get to know people a little bit better. I'm the type of person, on the other hand, who tends to get judged based on, for one thing, I'm 39 years old, and a lot of people tell me I look younger than that, especially when I shave and you can't see the gray in my beard. But I get judged a lot on the cars I drive, the Harleys I ride, clothes I wear, you know, jewelry, whatever. Which I don't wear a lot of jewelry. Like, I'm not like fucking Mr. T. But, you know, I might wear like a gold necklace and a gold Breitling or a Rolex or something, or maybe like one fucking ring. For instance, my current girlfriend, who's living in our house in the Palisades in LA right now, she and I have matching rings based on the fact that neither one of us believe in marriage. Okay? So rather than having wedding rings, we got matching rings made, and they're very similar to the tattoos, and, you know, I'm not going to go into what they are because that's kind of, you know, hers and my thing, but I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but, you know, I like to put nice stereos in my cars. Some of my cars are airbagged, for adjustable suspension, you know, and a lot of people judge that and go, oh, okay, so this dude's fucking big muscles, nice cars, jewelry, he must have really low self-esteem. And the fact of the matter is that I have actually extremely high self-esteem. I wouldn't want to be anybody else, to tell you the God's honest truth. I would not want to be anybody else besides who I am. Now, I have a fucking mosquito on my hand. There's people that I might draw certain things from. People, I'm not going to say emulate, because I don't like to copy people, but I learn things from people. And one of the things that I learned, and I learned it from Jay Cutler himself, was no matter what you have and who you are, just stay humble and down to earth, okay? And I try to do that. So here we go, talking about somebody who, and I'm not saying everybody does it, but I can see it in some people's faces, and it's mostly like fucking overweight soccer moms and shit. But Okay, so here's a dude in a brand new fucking 750 BMW or a brand new LTZ Tahoe or a brand new C7 Corvette or, you know, a new Harley Road Glide, gold jewelry, big muscles, must have low self-esteem, must not think much of himself. At the same time, it's the same dude that's carrying a bag of dog shit right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just as much a normal person as anyone else. This just happens to be how I live my fucking life. You live yours how you want to live yours. I live mine how I want to live mine. I think the problem that a lot of people run into is when they start trying to live like somebody else. And, not that it's bad to take, you know, cues from somebody, or like I said, learn things. Like I learned the humility thing from Jay. But when you start trying to be somebody else excuse me, bodybuilder smoking cigarettes, is when you start judging others. Because now you've basically become somebody you're not, and you're judging others based on someone else's values, someone who you're not, okay? For instance, and I'm not going to name any names because I don't know any, but, you know, like I mentioned, when I went to the new doctor the other day, he acted as if the fact that I have sleeve tattoos and a tattoo on my neck and this and that was strange. And he asked me, have you ever had any brain trauma? And I went, no. And he goes, oh, I was just asking as a doctor. And I went, and in my head I'm thinking, no, you fucking weren't, man. You think that I'm fucking weird because I'm big and I have tattoos and, you know, I'm different than you. And just because I'm different from you doesn't mean that we're not both people. You know, everyone is equal in this world. You know what I mean? We're all in this shit together. People's dress, people's rides, people's, you know, choices of foods and this and that are basically what I would call paint. You know what I mean? It's paint. And I say that in terms of it has nothing to do with the person underneath, you know, the heart, the soul, the brain, the intelligence. You know, I scored 134 on an IQ test when I took my IQ test. The paint has nothing to do with the person, their values, their beliefs, or anything like that. Okay. So when you watch these videos and you hear me talking shit or not talking shit or giving props or not giving props, those are my like legitimate feelings. You know what I mean? Like if I endorse a supplement, which I will endorse supplements that I use, and I don't expect anything in return from those companies, okay? It's just because I like them. So I will say I like them, and I'll say I believe they work well. Anyway, my walk's over. I haven't really figured out how to end videos well. They kind of just go from da-da-da-da to bye. And that usually because I'm watching the timer here. But anyway, my walk's over. So I'm going to take the dog in, give her something to eat. I'm going to eat my 5th meal. Probably going to train either chest or just forearms and calves tonight. And we'll make another video after that session. So until then, God bless you.